Chapter 6, Section 2, we're looking at radicals and rational exponents. Rational means it's going to be a fraction exponent instead of a whole number. And so we're used to seeing the square root of 25. That's not new to us. But what is new to us is I can rewrite this as a rational exponent. And this is 25 to the 1/2 power. Okay, so let's take this 1/2 and let's analyze it a little bit. Okay, the 2, because we're taking the square root, the 2 is the root. And because square root of 25 is its own value, it's really being taken to the first power. And so the 1 is the power. So in the rational expression, okay, the 1 is the power, the 2 is the root. So using that same philosophy, if I were finding the cubed root of 27, okay, I would rewrite that as 27, and cube is 3 to the 1/3 power. So let's take that another step and show a difference in the fraction. What if I were taking the 4th root of 36 to the 3rd power? That would be the same thing as 36. Sorry, the bell went off. The bells still ring when school's not going on. And so that's 36. The power, it's to the power of 3, and it's the 4th root. So that's 36 to the 3/4 root. Excuse me, 36 to the 3/4 power. I said that incorrectly. 27 to the 1/3 power, 25 to the 1/2 power. So if I asked you to rewrite the square root of 8, what would that be? Go ahead and hit pause and then write down what you think it is, and we'll come back to it and see if it is. All right, we're back. And so if I'm going to write the square root of 8, that is 8 to the 1/2 power. If I asked you to write the 6th root of 81 to the 4th power, then that's going to be 81 to the 4/6 power. And so at this point, you're probably wondering, should you reduce that fraction? And because that is what we are ingrained in our brain to do, and it's the right thing, that's going to be 81 to the 2/3 power. Okay, so now let's go the other way. What if I ask you to find the actual value of, let's go with 16 to the 1/2 power. Remember, the 1 is the power, the 2 is the root. So this is rewritten as the square root of 16 to the 1st. Now, square root of 16, you're probably going to say is 4, but we also have to understand that it could be -4. So the answer to this question is plus or minus 4. Now, some of you are wondering, well, how could it be both of them? Well, what's -4 times -4? That's 16. What is 4 times 4? You guessed it, that's 16. So square roots actually have a plus minus in front of them. So let's go with, how about -27 to the 2/3 power. So that's going to be the cubed root of -27 to the 2nd power. Now, the cubed root of +27 is 3. So the cubed root of negative 27 is going to be negative 3. And that's because negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3 equals negative 27. Now we take the square of that, okay, or to a power of 2, excuse me, and negative 3 times negative 3 gives us an answer of positive 9. A lot of this will just be some calculator work as well. So we will talk about how to input different values into your calculator in class if you have any issues with them. Let's take a look at something like this. Let's stick with that 27, but let's go with 27 to the negative 2/3. Now the question is the negative attached to the 2? Is it attached to the 3? Or is it attached to both of them? And we know it can't be attached to both of them because a negative over a negative would be a positive. So we're going to go with attached to the negative 2 as it's written. And so we're going to rewrite this and use our negative exponent properties from the last section. So this is going to be rewritten as the cubed root of 27 taken to the negative 2 power. Now we know what the cubed root of 27 is. We're going to be using a lot of the same numbers over and over again. So that's going to be 3. Now we have to recall, how do I take 3 to the negative 2 power? So I'm going to put it over a fraction, or I'm going to make it into a fraction, put it over 1. So that's now 3 to the negative 2 over 1. Now go ahead and hit pause and see if you can finish this one. Okay, we're back. And so what we do is we flip that fraction and we make that exponent positive. And I know what 3 squared is. That's 9. So my answer is 1/9. So that's chapter 6, section 2, radicals and rational exponents.